Emily Carter had known for weeks that she was going to die. The vision started as whispers, soft flashes of blood-red skies and shattered stone. But tonight, the future was clear. She stood inside the abandoned Ravenshade Cathedral, white magic glowing faintly beneath her skin, her heart steady despite the storm raging outside. Thunder shook the broken ceiling. He was late. Candles circled her feet, each flame bending unnaturally as if afraid. Emily closed her eyes and breathed in the cold air. She was not afraid of death. She was afraid of what would happen after. A shadow moved near the altar. Emily. Her eyes snapped open. Lucas Blackthorn stepped forward, rain dripping from his black coat, dark runes pulsing along his arms like living veins. His crimson eyes burned brighter than the candles, and the air warped around him under the weight of his magic. "You shouldn't be here," he said, his voice shaking. "You still have time to run." Emily smiled. That smile was the moment Lucas knew the curse had already won. "You came," she said softly. "I was afraid you wouldn't." Lucas clenched his jaw. "I came to stop this. The curse is accelerating. If I don't complete the ritual tonight, it will tear through the city. Thousands will die. And if you do?" Emily asked. Lucas looked away. "Then the curse ends," he said, "and the person I love most dies." Silence swallowed the cathedral. Emily stepped closer, her white magic reacting violently to his darkness. Light and shadow crackled between them like wounded animals. "It was always going to be me," she said gently. "No," Lucas snapped. "I won't let it be you." "You don't get a choice," Emily replied. "Not anymore." Lucas was born cursed. Every Blackthorn was, a warlock bound to ancient dark magic, destined to become a monster unless they sacrificed their true love. Lucas had resisted longer than any before him, refusing to love deeply, refusing to care, until Emily Carter shattered every wall he built. "I love you," Lucas whispered. "That's why I can't do this." Emily lifted her hand. A glowing sigil bloomed across her palm, ancient and forbidden. "I learned something you didn't," she said. "The curse isn't broken by murder. It's broken by willing sacrifice." Lucas's blood ran cold. "What did you do?" Emily placed her palm against his chest. White magic surged, carving the sigil into his skin. "I bound my soul to the ritual. When my heart stops, the curse dies with it." "Emily, no." Dark magic exploded from Lucas, knocking him back. The candles shattered. The cathedral screamed as the ritual activated, magic ripping through stone and air alike. Lucas crawled toward her as she collapsed. "Stay with me," he begged, pulling her into his arms. "Please." Emily's breathing slowed. Blood stained her lips. Still, she smiled. "You're free now," she whispered. Her heart stopped. The curse shattered in a violent burst of black fire. The runes on Lucas's arms burned away. His crimson eyes faded to human brown. The dark magic that had ruled his life vanished in an instant. Lucas screamed. He held Emily's body, rain pouring down as if the world itself was mourning. The curse was gone. But Emily was dead. Then silence. A soft voice echoed inside his mind. "Don't follow me yet." Lucas froze. "Emily?" No answer. But far beyond a mortal world, in a realm where light could not survive, something ancient stirred. Emily Carter's soul had not gone to rest. It had been taken. The world celebrated Lucas Blackthorn as a miracle. The curse that haunted Ravenshade for centuries was gone. No more disappearances. No more shadows stalking the streets. The warlock was free. Lucas felt nothing but emptiness. He buried Emily beneath the old oak tree at the edge of the city, the place where she once laughed and told him she wasn't afraid of the dark. People spoke words of comfort. Lucas heard none of them. Every night, he dreamed, Emily stood in a realm of ash and broken stars. Chains of shadow wrapped around her soul. Her eyes glowed silver as she reached for him through the void. "Help me." Lucas woke screaming. He searched relentlessly. Ancient libraries, forbidden grimoires, witches who demanded blood for answers. Most told him the same thing. The dead cannot be saved. Until a blind oracle whispered the truth. "She is not dead," the oracle said. "She is claimed." Lucas felt his heart shatter all over again. By what? The Shadow Vale, a realm that feeds on sacrifice. To enter, Lucas had to reclaim dark magic, not as a curse, but as a choice. He carved new runes into his flesh, each one burning with pain and resolve. When the portal opened, darkness welcomed him like an old friend. Emily sat upon a throne of obsidian. She was beautiful, and not entirely human anymore. The Shadow Vale was alive, not in the way living things breathe, but in the way wounds remembered pain. The sky above Lucas Blackthorn cracked with slow-moving fractures of silver light, while ash drifted like falling snow. Every step he took toward the obsidian throne felt heavier than the last, as if the realm itself was trying to push him back. Emily Carter sat bound in shadow chains, silver light glowing faintly in her eyes. She looked at him, and for a moment the realm went silent. "Lucas," she whispered. That single word shattered his restraint. He ran to her, dark runes flaring across his skin, slicing through the shadow chains as if they were paper. Emily gasped as the bindings fell away, collapsing into his arms. "You came," she breathed. "I told you not to." "I've never listened to you when you told me to be safe," he replied hoarsely. "Why start now?" She pulled back, her expression tight with fear. "This place feeds on sacrifice. It took me because I chose death willingly. If you stay, it will demand you." A deep, ancient sound echoed through the realm. Laughter. The shadows folded inward, forming a colossal shape, taller than cathedral, wider than the sky. The Keeper of Balance emerged, its form shifting between smoke and bone, eyes burning with cold intelligence. "Love," it said, voice vibrating through Lucas's bones, "is the cruelest spell of all." Lucas stepped in front of Emily instinctively. "You don't own her." The Keeper tilted its head. "She belongs to Balance. A life freely given must be paid for." Emily clenched Lucas's coat. "Lucas, it wants you." The Keeper's shadow stretched toward them. "A soul for a soul. Choose." Emily stepped forward. "Take me back." "Leave him." Lucas grabbed her wrist. "No." He felt it then, the white magic still lingering inside him, branded by Emily's sacrifice. It pulsed in response to his darkness, not fighting it, but aligning with it. The Keeper noticed. Its many eyes narrowed. "You carry both," it hissed. "That union is forbidden." Lucas looked down at his hands, one glowing faintly white, the other wrapped in shadow. "Then maybe the rules are wrong." Emily's eyes widened. "Lucas, combining them will tear you apart." "Maybe," he said softly, "but love already did." He took her hands. White and black magic spiraled together, not clashing, but weaving, like two broken things choosing to hold each other anyway. The ground beneath them cracked. The sky screamed. The Keeper roared. "Stop." But it was too late. Lucas pressed his forehead to Emily's. "I love you," he whispered. "No curse. No realm. No balance changes that." Emily's tears glowed silver as she smiled. "Then let it end with us." The magic detonated. Light and darkness ripped through the Shadow Vale, tearing holes in the sky. The Keeper's form fractured, screaming as centuries of stolen souls burst free. The realm began to collapse. Lucas held Emily as the world burned, and for the first time, the balance broke. Emily woke to warmth. Not the cold ash of the Shadow Vale, not the screaming dark, but sunlight. She gasped, sitting up sharply. Stone surrounded her, broken, ancient, familiar, raven-shade cathedral. Morning light poured through the shattered roof. "Lucas." Her voice echoed. She turned, and found him lying beside her, motionless. Panic clawed into her chest as she crawled to him, pressing her ear to his chest. His heartbeat was faint, fragile, dying. "No," she whispered. "No, no, no, you don't get to do this." She felt it then, the imbalance left behind by their defiance. The Keeper was gone, but its final punishment lingered. A life rewritten demanded a cost. And this time it wanted Lucas. Emily closed her eyes. For the first time, she understood what she had become. She was no longer fully human. Her soul carried the echo of the Shadow Vale and the light that broke it. She was a bridge between what she'd never touch. She leaned down and kissed Lucas. White light flowed first, gentle and warm. Then shadow followed, not consuming, but protecting. She whispered the final spell, one written not in grimoires, but in memory and pain. "I give back what was taken," she murmured. Not in death, but in choice. The magic surged. Lucas gasped violently, drawing an air as color rushed back into his face. His eyes flew open, human alive, filled with shock. "Emily," he croaked. She smiled through tears. "Hey!" The magic dissolved around them, sinking into the earth, into the sky, into nothing. The curse was gone. No chains, no balance, no prophecy. They lay there together as the sun climbed higher, listening to the quiet that followed centuries of darkness. Later, they walked out of the cathedral hand in hand. The city would never know what almost ended it. Legends would fade. Names would be forgotten. But some nights, shadows still watched them from afar. Not with hunger, with interest, because love had broken the rules. And the universe never forgets a debt. Emily squeezed Lucas's hand. "Do you regret it?" He looked at her, really looked, and smiled. Every curse was worth you. Somewhere, deep in the dark, something smiled back.